All right, so we're going to take a round item and make a template out of it and draw it on your piece of paper. Under there, we're going to need to do a couple of definitions. All right, and along the side here, you'll give yourself room to write definitions for primary colors. Primary, P-R-I-M-A-R-Y. Primary colors, you'll fill that in. Secondary colors. Secondary, S-E-C-O-N-D-A-R-Y. Secondary colors. We'll be studying tertiary colors. Tertiary colors. We'll also be defining complementary colors. C-O-M-P-L-E-M-E-N-T-A-R-Y. The next definition we will be is analogous colors. A-N-A-L-O-G-O-U-S. Analogous colors. We'll be talking about warm colors and cool colors. All right, and over here, we're going to make a couple of boxes where we're going to create some secondary colors. So here I'm going to make a box, a plus, and a box, and I'll equal green. And I should label this secondary colors. Secondary colors, box plus box equals green. Box plus box equals orange, and box plus box equals violet or purple. And one more definition we're going to write will be monochromatic. Colors. Monochromatic colors, O-N-O-C-H-R-O-M-A-T-I-C, monochromatic. So red, yellow, and blue are primary colors. I like to think of them as the parents of all the colors. So the definition of primary is colors that cannot be made out of any other colors. I'll start by putting an R at the top of my wheel. I will put a dot in the middle of my wheel, and I'll go straight down. Now, I can put a little dot here, and I'm not going to write a letter here. I'm going to swing off to the side, and here I'm going to write Y for yellow. And I'm going to swing off to this side, and I'm going to write blue, B or BL for blue. These are primary colors, and they're the colors that cannot be made from other colors. They're kind of the parent colors. I'm going to draw a little skinny piece of pizza around each one. All right, so I've got my primary colors, red, yellow, blue. Now if I take blue and I add yellow to it, I'm going to get green. This would be considered a secondary color because it was made from two primary colors. Primary means first, secondary means second. So a secondary color is a color created by mixing two primary colors. So I've got my green. If I mix yellow and red, I'm going to get orange. Orange is another secondary color. If I mix red and blue, I'm going to get violet. Violet is the third secondary color, and each one gets a little piece of pizza. Now we're going to talk about tertiary colors. Tertiary colors are colors created by mixing one primary color and one secondary color. we always list the name of the primary color first when we talk about it. So yellow plus green is called yellow-green. We wouldn't say green-yellow. Blue plus green is blue-green. Blue plus violet, I know blue's the primary, so it's going to be said first, is blue-violet. Red plus violet, can you guess? Which one do you say first? You're right, it's red. Red-violet. Red-orange, which one goes first? You're right, red does because it's the primary. Red-orange. And would it be orange-yellow or yellow-orange? It would be yellow-orange. All right. So let us start talking about this primary color. I'm going to pull out my dough that I've been provided with, or paint, whatever I've gotten. And you're only going to use dabs, tiny little dabs, really a tiny bit. Look at, hardly any there. And you're going to put red right where red goes. All right? You'll do the same with your other primaries. So I've got my yellow. You can do this with paint. You could do it with food coloring or whatever pigment you've got sitting around. Oh, goodness. I got a little black in mine. Okay. There we go. Put a little yellow there. Okay. And my black got a little bit sticky. I had to put the homemade black in these packages because I couldn't buy black individually. Sorry, guys. So it's homemade and it's a little on the sticky side. If you've got some black on your dough, pick it off and throw it away. Okay. What's our other primary? It's blue. So I'm going to take a tiny dab of blue, roll it into a nice circle or sphere, and press it on there. Make sure your hands are clean. Mine are getting a little dirty. It's a good idea to keep those things tidy because it'll affect all your colors. So I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to go wash my hands. All right, crisis averted. Hands tidy. All right. Now we're going to talk about our secondary colors. Primary, of course, first. Other colors don't make these. These are origin colors, like the parents of all the colors. Red, yellow, blue, primary. Secondary are kind of like the children of these colors. All right. Secondary colors are colors made from two primary colors. So let's go ahead and let's mix some orange. I know I'm going to need red and yellow. Now, one thing to know is that in the paint world and also with colored doughs, yellow is very weak. It would seem that you should be able to mix equal yellow with equal red and get orange. And in a perfect world, that would be true. But unfortunately, the way color and pigment works is that yellow is a bit on the weak side. So to make a really good orange, I am going to have to mix a smaller amount of red with my yellow. And I know that doesn't make sense, and it really should be equal parts, but when we're working with paint and colored clays and doughs, we do have to make a couple of adjustments for the realities of chemistry. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and have some fun, you guys. This part's really satisfying. You can see those colors swirling together, and when you feel like you've got a nice pumpkin orange, then you are going to roll a nice little bit, okay? And you're going to put it in the orange category. Smash it down. It feels great. Now I know there's another place on this piece of paper that I forgot to put my boxes. Oops. Okay, I know that I'm going to put red and yellow equals orange, so while I have this orange made, I'll go down here and plop some orange here. And I might go backwards, and I know that red plus yellow, make a nice satisfying little sphere, equals orange. So I have my equations filled in. What I'm going to do for red-orange, I'm going to take a little of that orange I already made, and guess what I'm going to add to it? Red. Now I'm using tiny amounts of clay because I don't want to use all my clay up because I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff with color. So I'll take a little dab of red. You can see how tiny these amounts are. I'm going to take a tiny amount of red and I'll add it to probably a bigger or similar part of orange, 2 spheres, and once again, the satisfying fun of mixing the dough together.